Hi everyone, it's Adrienne Leah. This video is going to be me talking about my initial experiences with the Slavic Tarot, and I'll go into other tarot decks after that if I have enough time for this video. If not, I'll just make another video. So, I also wanted to do the tarot spread that's in the booklet, and it's the Slavic Sun Wheel. I haven't gone through the positions of the cards and what they represent, so I'll just do that on video. So I feel like the Slavic Tarot is an introspective deck that is very comforting, and I would put it in the category of being a comfort deck for me. It's soft, but it also makes you think on your own. So it does ask you questions in return to you asking questions. And there is a boldness to them. So if you watched my other video of me talking about the deck, you'll know that my first card was the Death card, Baba Yaga. I just love the card, especially with the mortar and pestle. And it just looks like she represents magic because she's flying on her own and then she's holding her broom over the mountains. And then it looks like there may be a flow of water and a home and a dead tree. So I did ask why I pulled out Baba Yaga as my first card draw. And the cards that I got were the Serena of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So for this, it feels like there's a combination of elemental experiences, especially represented in the Three of Swords. And with this one, I am getting more of emotional and mental aspect with it. And the Queen of Cups is already my stalker card. That really makes me contemplate. And I love the berries in the back. And it really fits well with the suit and the season associated with the suit, which is winter, because berries come out around that time. And with this, it feels like a change of experience. Like I'm going to be going through a different phase where I'm getting past the Three of Swords and getting into the Four of Swords, where it really looks into how can I heal from the Three of Swords. And with her holding the egg and being womb-like, it does seem like it will be more of maternal healing. And the maternal healing associated with the psychological effects of growing up and developing. There is a sense of responsibility with it and mindfulness. And right here, I'm getting more of a feeling of carnelian, and then there's a crescent associating again with more of the water aspect, or winter in this case. And with her side view, it seems like it's a certain glance of maybe peripheral vision of what you see, but it's not clearly there. So I feel like I can meditate on these cards as well. And with his expression on the card, I feel like there will be some stuff that will, in a way, make me react and be more expressive about certain things that come from the Three of Swords that I might not be expecting. And in coming from that, I won't have such a heavy heart, and being able to not be as like a Stonewall Jackson type of reaction. I'm getting out of that numbness and going into the fire and warming up. So this could also be medicinal healing too. Healing from your wounds. And with the tag that went around a while back, the Wounded Healer, because of it coming into a time where I would still need stuff to be, I would still have to work on my stuff, but I also have responsibility of being more of a nurturing figure to the people around me or my environment. I also pulled out an interesting card for how can I be more financially stable, and I got the Prince of Cups. So I've been getting a lot of court cards lately, so this could be aspects of myself or other people, because I've also gotten the King of Wands too, which is my husband's card. So he's holding a cup, and it's like, it reminds me of, well, it looks like he's going through the cold just to do something, or just to maybe be with somebody or get something from the store, and it's asking me, is it really worth it? Because if it's not worth it, and if you don't love it, or you don't love maybe the person, then what are you doing? And this feels like it relates to like purchases, and I love how Mary Grace is being more mindful. She talks about purchasing decks that really speak to her, and I find myself doing that more and more. And most of it's a choice, and some of it's of the collection that I already have, to where I have the decks, so there isn't really anything that I would need or that are in the category of the decks that I usually get. So it's been super interesting working with this deck so far. And it also reminds me of coming into adulthood, or going further into my practice of being an herbalist and becoming a master herbalist, and my parents retiring young. So I feel like there's a lot of change going on, and at this point, you know, you have to get yourself grounded, because I keep feeling like it's coming and that moment's coming, and I feel like my parents are seeing that I'm growing and becoming more responsible, so they maybe they have, I feel like they've accepted and are finally settling down, because I know that they didn't want to settle down unless my brother and I weren't ready to, like we still needed them. So I think I'm gonna have more interpretations after this, because I've had a couple of interpretations for those cards alone, so I know that these are cards that can go really deep. and then I'll watch the video again and I'll say, I didn't say that, but I could have said that because that's what I was thinking. So maybe I'll add it in text. I feel like my thing gets crooked. I don't think it was crooked when I was filming my other videos, but I said in my other video that I did want to knit a tarot bag for this one, and I may hold off on that because I've had this bag for years and nothing fit in this bag, and I feel like this deck fits perfectly. Well, it does fit perfectly in the bag, but also with the colors. So I'll just show you guys. You might hear my husband and my dogs. My cats don't really make sounds. Well, they meow, but you can't hear them through the door. And I'm going to make I'm sorry, I keep saying and. I'm going to make a video of one of my dogs who's turning 12 this year, Lakota. That's the one that you hear the most. So I finally have a deck that fits in here. And I love how it's snug because I don't like when my cards go all over the place and then I get a card bent. Like, I don't mind wearing my deck in, but I feel like this is a really sturdy cardstock and it's plasticky, so I'm a heavy shuffler. I think that this will withstand my shuffling. I also used the deck with my Dolomite Dragonfly that I got the other day.